We are right now in front of the National Gallery.
My name is Amy Buckingham, and we are sitting in front of Buckingham Palace.
Behind us is Parliament.
We are in the Camden Town Market.
I had no idea what I was getting into when I landed here in London.
Well, the students typically start the week with a longer lecture, which sets the context for the material for that week, the themes and the historical context.
And then on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we have a small group discussion or a colloquy.
And after our discussions, we're out there looking at museums. We get to see exactly what they're talking about in the textbooks rather than just, read about them or look at pictures. We're actually in them.
And then different plays and operas as we can fit them in the evenings.
Also, there's assigned readings that we do. And then Friday we wrap up again with another lecture.
After which they are expected to write a paper reflecting all of the history, literature, arts, and philosophy that they've experienced through these different activities during the week.
Being a residential program makes a huge difference, not only being able to live with the students who you're studying with, getting to have this kind of intense community, eating together, having worship together every Friday during chapel, going to class together, walking around London, just a sense of family that you gather from living all the time with the same group of students is hugely different than you could ever get back on Houghton's campus.
I've never gotten to know a group of people on so many different levels at the same time. Like, we've gotten to know each other academically and intellectually and also spiritually, emotionally. It's been a blessing to know that there are so many people who are interested in things that you have an interest in and who care about the Lord and His work and what's going on throughout the world. I've never been in a group like that ever.
I just think that experiencing what I'm learning and being able to see what I'm learning, it makes it stick with me so much more, and it makes it so much more real.
It's really cool to learn about a period in history and then go to a cathedral that was built in that time and see exactly how they thought about art and religion. That's the type of thing that, when you're not actually there to witness it, you read about it in books, but it's just not the same.
It's really expanded my mind, and it's a lot of work, but that's really stretching me.
After a while, you just kind of really get used to it, and you kind of just feel like all of London is your classroom, and everywhere you're going, you're just part of London. I think that London provides a completely different setting for what we want to learn. So we get to see a lot of primary sources.
For me, the best part is the way it all comes together, the way it converges. And of course, London itself, a place where you can literally see in person some of the greatest treasures of Western culture, but it's also a place where East meets West.
It's so cool because we're not sitting in a classroom, we're out in the world learning, and it just gives so much bigger perspective to things.
What I was getting into was learning about a new culture. Even though they speak English, everything is different, and just learning more in a day than I would normally learn in a week. And living intensely and intimately with peers and professors, and just having a huge life-changing experience.